Hello viewers, my name is Dr. B. Vijay Kumar, Assistant Professor of Statistics, St. Joseph College of Arts and Science, Autonomous, Kadalur. Today my title, The Statistical Methods for Computer Application 1. Subject code is 19 ASCS 31, Unit 4. Some basic concept of this Bayes rules. The probability is the measures of the likelihood that an event will occur. The probability is quantified as a numbers between the 0 and 1, where 0 indicate impossible event and 1 indicate the certainty. Is the basic definition of this probability. Some simple example is an toss of a fair unbiased coin. Since these two outcomes are equally probable, the probability of the heads equally the probability of tail, so that the probability is off, or 50% change of either head or tails. The conditional probability measure the probability of an event given that by presumptions, assumption for the evidence on other events has occurs. If the events of interested in A and the events B is known as the assumed to have occurs. The conditional probability of A given B, or the probability of A under this condition of B, is usually written as probability of A given B. This is for conditional probability. When to apply the Bayes theorem, first one is the part of the challenge in applying Bayes theorem involved the recognizing the type of the problem that warrant its use. You should consider the Bayes theorem with the following condition exist. Within the sample space, there exists an even B for the which P of x greater than 0. The third point is the analytical goals is to compute a conditional probability of the form P of k given B. The last point is you know at least one of the two sets of the probability described below, probability of AK intersection B for each AK, and the second point is probability of AK and probability of B given AK for each AK. This is for you have to applying for Bayes theorems. The Bayes rules, the Bayes theorem has developed named by this Thomas Bayes 1702 to 1761 show the relationship between an conditional probability and its inverse. So provide a mathematical rule for the revising an estimate of the forecasting light of the experiment and observations. In the 18th century, Thomas Bayes founded in this question, does God really exist? Does gods really exist? Being interested in this mathematics, he attempted to develop the formula to arrive at the probability that God does exist based on this evidence that has available to him on earth. Later, Laplace refined Bayes' work and given in this name of Bayes theorem. Some definition of Bayes in probability theory and the statistics. Bayes theorem, alternatively Bayes law or Bayes rules, described the probability of an event. The Bayes on conditional that might have the related to this event. The probability of A given B, probability of B given A into P of A divided by P of B. The Bayes theorem is a method of revising a probability given that additional information is obtained for the two events. So probability of A given B, that is equal to probability of B given A into P of A, is the same. Some explanation where A and B are events, P of A and P of B are the probability of A and B without regards to each others. P of A given B, a conditional probability is the probability of observing event A given that B is true. So B given A is the probability of observation event B given that A is a true. The Bayesian inference is a method of statistical inference in which Bayes theorem is used to update the probability for the hypothesis as evidence it is involved. There are two types there. First one is prior probability and second one is posterior probability. The prior probability, the initial probability based on this present level of the information. Second one is the posterior probability, a revised probability based on the additional information. An example of Bayes rules: Mary is getting married tomorrow at an outdoor ceremony in this diocese. In recent year, it has rained only 5 days each year. Unfortunately, the weatherman has predicted rain for tomorrow. When it actual rained, the weatherman correctly forecasted rain 90% of this time. When it does not rain, he incorrectly forecast rain 10% of the time. What is the probability that it will rain on this day of Mary weddings? A solution of this problem: the sample space is defined by the mutually exclusive events it is rain or it does not rain. Additionally, a third event occur when this weatherman predict rain. Notation for these events appear below. This is for event A, B, A1, A2, B. This is appear by notation for these events appear below. The weatherman predict in rain. In terms of the probability, we know that the following: it is P of A1, it is rain 5 days out of years. P of 2, probability of A2, it is does not rain 36 days out of years. Probability of B given 1, so 0.9. When it is rain, is weatherman predict rain 90% of the time. Probability of B given A2, that is equal to 0. When it is does not rain, the weatherman predict rain 10% of this time. We want to know probability of A1 given B. The probability it will rain on the day of Mary wedding, given a forecast for the rain by this weatherman. The answer can be determined by Bayes theorem as shown below. This is for formulas. We have to apply this formula. So 0.11. Thank you very much. Subscribe my channels. Thank you.